Okay, guys, this this decision changed my life. Where am I going to start? The second you stop listening to people that have no idea what you want and are not at the standpoint that you want to be, you shouldn't listen to at all. Because they have no idea where you want to go and how to get there. So you shouldn't listen at all to them, no matter who they are. If it's your family or your friends, if they don't know how to, for example, how to get rich, if you want to get rich, how to get rich, you shouldn't listen to them. And I just recently had that situation with one of my family members that I had my vision, I had my goals, I was very, very actively working on them, and they started telling me shit and you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I want you to do this, I want you to do that, even though they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. And that feeling is really difficult. You know, I mean, they're your family, of course. You should kind of listen to them, but my subconsciousness and my common sense told me not to listen to them, because if I listen, they tell me stuff, and if I listen to that, I end up where they are. And they are working a 9 to 5 job somewhere in a shitty place, a shitty job, and I don't want that. Of course, I'm not going to listen to them because they don't have what I want. So I need to listen to people that know what they're talking about. If I want to become rich, I listen to people that are rich. If I want to become successful in whatever, I listen to people that are successful in that space I want to become successful in. And that's, if you think about it, makes a lot of sense. But actually doing that in the moment is actually pretty difficult because you have these family members and friends around you, and of course you like them because it's your families or your friends, but they put so much pressure onto you, and they really want you to do that one thing. In my case, it's my family or part of my family. They put so much pressure on me, pushing me in a direction I don't want to go in. Uh, and that's difficult. And to get out of that is really, really, really difficult. But it works. And in my situation, I just need the space away from these people. Yeah, I just need to have a little distance. Um, in my case, it's like real distance. I just go to the place I study, which is like 600 kilometers away, and that's enough distance. And then I sort out my stuff just there. Yeah? I then work. I'm then alone, and I have the time and the energy to work um, on my goals productively and actively, without having people around me that tell me what I should do better, even though they don't have any idea. And uh, yeah, you should. I guess you heard about the saying you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with, and that's true. That's actually true. And if you surround yourself with people that have no idea what they're talking about, then this shit happens. That they talk shit, and you start doing that, and then you end up nowhere. You end up where they ended up, which is nowhere. And I don't want that, and I guess you also don't want that. So, if I can give you any advice in this situation, I really advise you to use your common sense and getting a little distance of the people that I have no idea what they're talking about. I learned for myself that I myself, if I'm alone, I can solve these problems very, very effectively. And if I'm alone and nobody is interfering with whatever I'm doing, I'm the most productive. I get shit done in that situations. But if that's not the case, and if I'm surrounded with people just talking nonsense, I don't get any shit done because they're limiting me. So then it's in my hands to solve that by getting this distance I need and just do the stuff I want and work for the stuff I want, you know? And that's freedom. That's really freedom. And I'm very thankful that I can, that I have the opportunity to get that distance, to have that freedom. But yeah, you really need to be careful who you surround yourself with. You need people around you that support you emotionally, not necessarily with knowledge or money, but emotionally, which I don't have, sadly. But it's a pity. It's a pity, but it'll work. It'll work. But I really recommend you to get that distance and get away from these people that don't know shit, and surround yourself actually with people that know what they're talking about. For example, a coach. If you want to become better with fitness, don't listen to people that are overweight and just chill on the couch and eat chips all day. You actually need to listen to people that know what they're doing. It makes sense, but you have that everywhere, all the time. Everybody thinks they know what they're talking about, which they don't. And subconsciously, that's doing something with your mind. So you really have to be careful who you surround yourself with. I'm not saying you need to cut out everybody in your life that's not successful, that's stupid. But I'm just saying you need to emotionally have a distance to what they say and use your common sense to filter out that's bullshit and that's not bullshit. In my case, it's that these people like forbid stuff for me where I'm like, that's my fucking decision. It's my life. I can make the decisions in my life, and they try to interfere in my life and make these decisions for me, which are not the decisions I would make. That would bring me closer to my goal. I hope you understand what I'm saying, which is bullshit, I hate it. I hate it. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. A light at the end of the tunnel that's showing you hope. It's giving you hope. For me, that light at the end of the tunnel is that I will move to one of the coolest city here in my country, and I will have an internship there for 3 months in the summer. I get to approach a lot of girls, work on myself, work out a lot, learn new stuff, learn new cool people that actually know what they're talking about, which I can learn from, which I'm really thankful for. And I really look forward for this. And I need to get out of this 9-to-5 life here at the small little place where I'm right now, where everything is just like you're in that place and you're getting so busy with stuff other people put on yourself that you don't you forget everything else. And that happens because I'm right now living with my mom, and that's happening to me right now. So if you are in around about my age, early 20s, 19, 18, 19, 20 years old, you should definitely move out. Move out. That's the best thing you can do. Move out, get your own place, even if it's a small little dirty apartment. These the the experiences you will make at that place just by living alone and having the need to care for yourself is the best thing in life. That makes you so independent, and that is a very, very important trait for the rest of your life, I would say. I mean, I'm only 20 years old. I don't know much about life, to be fair. I don't think anybody does. I think most of the people that you see don't know shit about life. Of course, there are people who are doing quite well, but yeah, I think especially if you are in some kind of the same situation like me, where you have people surrounding you that are just telling you bullshit, you should definitely move out, move away, even if that may hurt these people. I for sure this will hurt my family as well, but it needs to be done. I need to do this, and they have to respect it. And if they don't, meh, not my problem. To be fair, Um, what I want to say is, don't be an asshole. Work on yourself. And that's it for this short little video. If you liked it, consider, all this stuff below. Penetrating that liking and subscribing button and making it pregnant. So, yeah. I think that's a pretty good ending. It will not get better than this. I hope you liked it. Take care, and see you later.